Hey there, crafty friends. Happy Friday. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and today we are shopping from the floor. If you can see, I am in one of my favorite sections in the store, which is the Doodlebug Designs section. Figured it would just be kind of bright and cheery behind me as you are checking out all the goodies that I have for you today. So today, actually, I wanted to grab one more thing. Yesterday, let's see. I just had a weird blip that came up on the screen. Yesterday, we showed you the brand new live from Echo Park, craft room. Did I show you guys the enamels? We had no orders for enamel dots today. So if you were on the live yesterday and you picked up craft room, and you want enamels in your order or your next order, I am so sorry. We were like, why isn't anybody liking the enamels? And I'm like, did I show the enamels? So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they were buried on my table. Maybe I forgot them. I have no clue what happened to the enamel dots, but here are enamel dots for the brand new line from Echo Park that we showed yesterday. So hopefully some of you are back on here today in case you want some of these super cute enamel dots. Oh, Shannon, you are very welcome. So we worked really hard to get those of you that said, get my order out today. As soon as we got all your comments done, we did invoice you and we got yours shipped out. A lot of you, not a lot, I think we've got 6 boxes that Mom got packed up after UPS came for the day. So you may have tracking, but it may not be live yet. So those will go out on Monday. Sorry, it's always a bummer with UPS. They come a little earlier for us, and we don't have a UPS store here that I can drop them off at. And then our UPS depot is about 20 minutes the other direction from my store. So Carmen wants craft dots. You've got it, my friend. All right, so today, what do I have for you? Today, friends, I have Spellbinders, and we're going to shop out of the box. Now, Stephanie did get the box checked in, so technically I'm okay there. But I'm going to be on the floor. Here's my friend Donna, sneaking up to see you guys. Hello, Donna. She's here for the crop this weekend. I've got a full house back there, all kinds of fun girls hanging out this weekend, having a good old time. I'm a little jealous. So normally I'm here for the crops. And as you guys know, I am leaving we're heading up tomorrow morning to see Kaden this weekend for Mom's weekend up at school. So I'm missing their crop in true boy fashion. He told me about 2 weeks ago, and the crop was already scheduled a while back. So anyway, I will miss hanging out with them tomorrow and this evening, but I'm sure all kinds of good times will be had by all without me being here. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to check out what is in this box. So you're going to be very excited with this box because this was a quick order for me. So it's not a huge box. Okay. Stephanie's probably, rolling her eyes because she's still in training, checking orders in, and she had quite a few new things in here. So she's like, it took me a little longer than what I was hoping. And I'm like, it's a little box. So it had a lot of new stuff in it for us as well. But it's not one of our normal big boxes from them because I'm just going to jump right to it. Look what was back in stock. So I had to snag these before they were gone. And I don't even know what was going on with the system. It was glitching. I was trying to order more and it would not let me. I got so mad about it, but I was afraid to let my cart sit there to call my rep, and then we wouldn't get any of them. So what came back in stock is the This Is Life bundle. This is the one. So Shannon just said my mom is on fire. She must have been knowing this is the one. Not that my mom is, just fire. I'm thinking fire and fire. This is the one that has dumpster fire in it. That has been the die of the year. It seems like Spellbinders always has that one die every year that they just cannot keep in, and it's never, you don't know what it's going to be. Remember, it was Be Bold Blooms, and then it was that twine die. Couldn't get a hold of that one. So in the bundle deal here, and I'm trying to see, because I know somebody's going to ask how much these are, because we just got this one done. Trying to find my bundle. Okay, so the bundle is right around, I think they're around $89, $90, something like that for the bundle. So this is called This Is Life Bundle. In there you get, this one is called Born to Dink. So there's that one. It's this great pickleball one. Couldn't Rally Without You. I Dink You're Awesome. Court Queen, Court King, Rally, Cake, Repeat. You're My Ride or Dink. That's cute. So that one is in the bundle. Dumpster Fire is in the bundle. This one is what has sold out like crazy. So You're My Favorite Bad Idea, Slightly on Fire, but absolutely killing it. Everything's fine. If you ignore most of it, Your Meltdown is Safe with Me. Let's skip today and try again tomorrow. Sending warm thoughts, like really warm. If you're gonna burn, burn brightly. At least we're in this together, and Certified Hot Mess. So there's that one. Again, this is in the This Is Life stamp and die bundle. This is another one that has sold out very quickly with them. It's called Favorite Side Effect. So there's your die and then all the stamps. If Only Adulting Came in chewable form, take 2 and text me in the morning. 1 a day to keep the nonsense away. You're My Favorite Side Effect. Wish This Pill Came with a Nap. Warning, may cause eye rolls. Another Year, Another Pill. You've Earned Every Ache. If You're Happy and You Know It, It's Your Pill. That's funny. Oh, because it's kind of true. Now available in Barely Holding It Together Strength. So that's a good one in there. So it's Favorite Side Effect. And then the last one in there is the UGG. So again, die and then stamps. Let's pretend we have our lives together because adulting is hard. I get it. Let's vent and eat carbs. UGG also spells hug. UGG, hope, UGG, send, hope, or cake, and then hang in there. So lots of fun ones in there. Now, we can, I think, get the other ones separately as well. So if you're like, ooh, I really love the Born to Dink, or ooh, I really love the UGG, or ooh, I really love the Favorite Side Effects. I think those are all in stock that we can order them separately. Dumpster Fire, we're going to get to that one. We have, I think, 2 left after I filled my pre-orders. Again, I tried to order more, friends. I could not load them into my cart. It would only let me load so many, and I was afraid they would sell out because they sold out really quick. So we do have 2 Dumpster Fires by themselves. Okay. And then they're gone. And then the bundles, I have 2 bundles after filling our pre-orders, special orders, and then they're gone. So that's what we've got for those 2. I know, Audrey, it is such a good bundle. They're so cute. I mean, sometimes you just need a good laugh, and sometimes that good laugh is just for yourself, so making the card, it will give you the laugh. Reading through them will give you the laugh. And of course, you want to send it to someone to give them the laugh, but again, sometimes we're the one that needs that laugh. All right, what else is in here then? Now that we've got the real reason for the order out of the way, let's see what else is next. This is a Better Press plate from earlier in the year called Friendship Grows. This has been a super popular one. This also has a stencil that matches it as well. We do have the stencil here and in stock. I just didn't reorder it, so you're not seeing it with it because it's on the shelf yet. And again, it's called Friendship Grows. Next one is another bundle. This is a new one from Yana. Yana's one of Spellbinders' big designers. She does beautiful Better Press stuff. She does a lot of Better Press, and a lot of her stuff is always very florally themed as well too. So in this bundle, let me give you a idea on this bundle. It is going to be around $35, I think, ish in there. I'm just trying to look on the invoice cost versus what retail is. So I have to do an ish because I don't have my math all in front of me. In here, what you're going to get is you're going to get a press plate and the stencil to match. And it's this beautiful tulip and daffodil. So Yana is, she's overseas. I don't know where, I'm not going to lie. But I know she was teaching somewhere overseas, maybe like in the Netherlands. Maybe. And they had beautiful flower fields, which inspired her to design this. That's what they told us on our retailers little event that we had not too long ago. So you've got this beautiful plate that you can use with your Better Press or your Glimmer. So you can foil it or press it. And then you've got the stencil to fill it in. So that's the Tulip and Daffodils bundle. That was the next one that we got in. This one here is a new one from Spellbinders. It matches the new pink lemonade line. I thought it was stinking cute because you get this really fun letterboard. Look how fun that is. You could do like little signs on there. This would be a really fun one too if you're doing like decorations for a party, but like a little let's celebrate. Is that not adorable? And of course this one's a nice size. It's gonna look great on a scrapbook page as well too. Happy Friday to you, Miss Jennifer. So again, this one is the pink lemonade stand. Love that little I think sandwich board is really what they're called. So there's that one. That's a new one for us. Here's another one here. We got these in the other day, restocking those a little bit. This is called Color Block Accent Arches. This is a fun one. I need to cut you guys a sample. We just have not had a time to cut any samples lately. So this works with another arch set that you have. The regular arches, which is S5-526. This is going to layer on top of those. And then it gives you that really fun like cobblestone look, which I think is so, so fun. Pink lemonade stand for you, Carmen. You've got it, my friend. Putting that to the side. Thank you, thank you. Pink lemonade for Miss Debbie too. You've got it, Debbie. I don't know if I ordered 2 or 3 in here, or 1 or 2. We may have to reorder that one, but you know me and my Spellbinders orders, they are always going out. Next one we've got here. Now I know a few of you asked for these the other day in the live, and we've got to break apart some bundles and things like that. And we can order them separately though too. I had somebody had already knew the bundle was coming out, and she had told me she wanted just the rolling craft totes, so we can get these individually, just so you know, rolling craft totes. And she also told me she wanted the vintage suitcase, the retro suitcase. So those were all ready. This order was already coming when I showed you the one the other day. That's what I mean with Spellbinders. I've always got an order out with them, so no worries when we have to reorder something from Spellbinders for you. I love all the little like badges for it. So cute. Oh, you're going to use it to document your sangria recipe. That is a great idea for recipe books. Oh, Carmen, how fun is that? Yes, that is awesome. And I think this would be really fun too. So, we're crafty. We could totally turn this into like an actual little stand. So if you're having a party and you want to label the food, wouldn't this be cute as little food labels? And then like what Carmen's saying is you could even list the ingredients underneath it. How fun would that be? Love that idea, Carmen, and that sparked more ideas for me. Thank you. Next one. Oh, Pam, look what I finally have in for you. That's right. This one came in too. So whenever Spellbinders has something that I've been waiting for, I get this little email that says, hey, your whatever you've been, on your wait list is back in stock. They don't reserve it for you. Like if you ask for it, hi there. If you ask for it, Stephanie will be right up. Okay. If you ask for it, they don't just hold it for you. Hold on a second. Hey, Stephanie. We had somebody come in. She's I think she's needing my help, and I'm on the floor here. Thank you. So we've got the little classic mouse love back in stock. So I get this little email, and then it's like a race to the finish to try and get your order placed before they run out. So we've got Classic Mouse Love here. This is an add-on set. So this is one that you're going to use with that fun little Minnie and Mickey set. So it goes with that set. It's going to give you some new arms for them, all these great little add-ons for them too. And again, this one's called Classic Mouse Love. So there's that one. Next, for our Better Press section, we've got more of the cotton card panels. This is in the color porcelain. That's that real nice brighter color. More of our Best Ever Craft tape. This is not like a regular adhesive, obviously, well, it's yellow. This is what you use whenever you're running your dies through the machine to keep your dies from shifting, especially whenever you're in a tight little space and you're trying to, use every little piece of cardstock you got available. Or if you're doing something you just stamped and you want to put the die down to die cut around it. Well, you don't want it to shift once you get it lined up. So you're going to use this tape for it. You can also use this whenever you're using foil. That's another great way to use this. And then also if you've got a Better Press machine, this is what you use to attach your paper to the machine for pressing. This tape comes in 3 different sizes. It comes in 1/4 inch, which we have on the shelf. It comes in 5/8, which we just restocked. And then it also comes in 1 1/4 inch, which we have on the shelf as well. So restocked that. Restock on our quick trimmer replacement blades. Restock again on our little mini blending brushes. Yellow craft tape, you've got it, Miss Luann. Thank you. Lots of blending brushes. These, friends, they are like, I'm trying to think here. So they're like $5 for the pack. I think that's what these are. They're very economical for the pack. So a lot of people end up, getting almost like 1 set per color. Obviously you don't have to, but these are so nice that you can have lots of them in your little tool caddy to use for all those tight little spaces that you're trying to stencil. So there's those, the mini blending brushes. More craft tape, more craft tape. Oh, we've got some of the little ones in here too. Now this next one here, I have not had him before. I'm going to check it out because it's called white labeling tape. Now it is designed to label like your embellishment holders. You know how they do the craft stacks? It's designed to go on your craft stacks. It's a lower tack tape that you can write on. Okay, so I wanted to feel it. It's nice and thick, so you can write on it. You can stick it on whatever. Oh, Joni, I'm not even reading that comment because I am so jealous. Oh my gosh. So you can put it on the canister, the paper that you want it on, and then you can move it somewhere else. Look, it's still sticky. Well, now I don't want to keep my blue gems in there. I want to move my blue gems somewhere else. There we go. And look, it just keeps going and going. So what I also think, now it feels very papery. What I'm wondering is if we could, it's a little slick though. So you could definitely use it to write the name of your ink on there. I just wonder if you can color it. That was one thing I was wondering, if we could color this and use it that way. Now I'm also going to try, I want to put it on a piece of paper here, and I'm just putting it on the UPC strip on the bottom. Yep, look at that. Now I don't want you to use it like you do the Best Ever Craft tape, but if it gets on your paper, it's going to be fine too. Well, hello. Hi. Did you come down here to see me? Yeah? Yeah, she's been out and about today because, of course, the ladies are here. So, yeah, this label tape is awesome. I only ordered in a couple rows because I wanted to check it out first to see. And, friends, I I'm going to put it right here. I do plan to color that and just see if it'll hold ink. Now, obviously, if it's your archival ink, it's going to do your archival ink just fine. This would also be, you know, you're going to be able to use it with your Olos, your Copics, because they work on a non-porous surface. But I want to check it with like my Catherine Pooler inks, my 49 and Market inks to see if we could label those, color it, and then you can write the name on. All right, so label tape, label tape, label tape. Yes, friends, we will be reordering label tape. I figured if it did the things I was hoping it would do, it would go really well. But you know me, I'm only going to order a couple to see, because if I hate it, I don't want to get it back in. But this looks like it's going to be a winner. But I do want to test it to see how it does with inks, and then maybe that will be an option for now for labeling some of our ink pads, things like that, which I think would be great. And I really like the fact that you can move this around. So label tape, and we will get more on order. So let me know if you want label tape. Oh, look, bonus. I did find another one. So 3 of you are going to get label tape. I'll make 3 of you really happy. Next, we have got embossing powder. We were getting low on gold. I found gold glitter. That looked amazing. And this is embossing powder. It's not regular, just glitter. It is embossing powder. So whenever you heat set it, it's going to be gold and super shimmery. Can take the one I used. Thank you, Paul. If you were one of the first ones that commented for it, I will definitely give you the one that I used. So, and Pam wanted some blending brushes. You've got it. I will get those. All right. Gold glitter. Oh, and then Hero Arts. I don't use a lot of their inks, but I will tell you, their white ink pad is one of the best white ink pads out there. Love it. It's a great pigment ink pad, which when white is going to have some pigment qualities in it anyway. But it is amazing. It's called Unicorn, and we do sell the pads individually, and we needed white re-inkers for it. So we've got the re-inkers for Unicorn. Restocked those. Oh, looks like we restocked some of our single pads too. So there's the Unicorn pigment pad. Now, one thing with this, just so you kind of know, you know how sometimes you see people and they stencil on craft and it looks beautiful and the colors are vibrant, and then you try it and your colors look like blah. You know, they suck into that brown craft paper and they don't look really good. What you do is you stencil first in white, hit it with your heat gun, let it dry, then you put your stencil right back on top of the white, and now you add the color on top of it. Kind of like primer paint, basically. So if you've ever seen that technique done and you can't recreate it at home, this is what you need. And I'm thinking you can even, like sometimes you can stamp, and then you can go over it with your colored pencils then as well. But it's kind of like, acts like a primer for you through those stencils. So again, if you've seen some stenciling techniques on craft paper, one thing you could try too are your distress oxides, because they are opaque. So they will show up a little differently on craft, but still not as bright as if they're on top of something white. So do your white pigment, and then you can ink on top of it, and you get much more vibrancy in your colors. So that's another way to use your white pigment inks. Gold embossing powder for you, Debbie. Thank you. Adding that to my little got it pile over here. There's my got it pile. And then next, we have got a restock on our Karen bags. Now, Karen is like the little sister to Kirsten. Kirsten is the bigger bag. Karen is the smaller bag. Karen is 6.25 tall, 8.25 wide. On the Spellbinders site, they have been taking pictures of the I keep want to call them Totally Tiffany, and she's not really that anymore, the Organized Options 2 bags. And this one, they are also showing rolls of their foil in them. Theirs is a glimmer foil. Remember the other day I showed you Kirsten, and we put the rolls of the toner, the pink and main foil in them in the box yet. They had a picture of this with the glimmer foil out of the box. So I haven't tested it yet to see, you know, with the box versus not in the box, but they showed this holding the glimmer, the heat set foil in there beautifully. White pad and a re-inker, you've got it. Adding that over to my pile for you. Thank you, Audrey. And I think that these are Karen's. Oh, here's Kirsten. Here's the bigger one. So there's Kirsten. We've got another Kirsten and another Kirsten. And last but not least, we've got some specialty glimmer cardstock. So if you have been doing your glimmers and you're not having great results with it, one thing to try before you're just like, I hate this thing and it's just not for me, try your paper. And I will tell you that machine, it almost needs to be seasoned, kind of like a pan does. The more you use it, the better it does for whatever reason with that metal in there. But sometimes it's your paper as well too. Some papers just foil better than what others do. And I really do like the Glimmer specialty paper. Anytime I'm doing a real big solid plate, I always pull out my Glimmer specialty paper. It does so much better. What bag will fit a paper trimmer? Ooh, paper trimmers are going to be much bigger. So I don't know if they have a organized option one, because you're going to need a 13-inch one by probably 7 or 8 tall. I'll have to look on that one. Maybe some of those little white ones that she does will hold one of those. We'll have to check that one for you. And then do you want it to be bigger? Because I'm sure the 14 by 14 from Simple Stories will fit a paper trimmer in there because it's 14 inches, but you're going to have a lot of room left in there as well. Pack of the Glimmer paper. You got it, Miss Sue. Thank you. So we've got another pack of Glimmer specialty paper here. And then this one here. Oh, just watercolor. Looks like I added some watercolor paper. And probably the reason for that is watercolor paper is another one that you can use with your Better Press. If I'm going to watercolor, I usually do press into watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is a little softer than a normal paper, so you do get a nice press with your Better Press machine. And then since it's watercolor, that's how I can color it beautifully with my watercolors that I have. So then we've got watercolor paper in as well. And that, my friends, is the bottom of my box. That's it. Like I said, little bitty order today. And in true Friday fashion, I try not to get too crazy with the girls for Saturday, because Saturday sometimes can be a little crazy in here. And we have that big crop going on as well. So I really don't want to overwhelm them at all Saturday pulling the lives. So little lives on Fridays, but definitely a good one. So if you jumped on late, we started off really with only just Spellbinders today. But if you watched the live yesterday and you snagged some of that great Echo Park craft line, brand new craft line that they have, I think I forgot to show you the enamel dots. So sorry about that. So if you want the enamel dots for that craft line, look how fun they are. They're like almost like neon colors. They're very 80s. So, like if you've been pulling any of the 80s stuff that we have, these would be fun for those as well. But we sold like no enamel dots. And the girls just thought that was odd. I'm like, that is kind of odd. I'm like, I wonder if I even showed them. So enamel dots to add to your craft room stash that you may have gotten. And I think that's it. So, alrighty, friends. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today and all week long. I am Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana. Paula just put the link in the comments. Thank you, Miss Paula. So you can shop us online at www.thedoodlebuginc.com. We do ship free at $85. So as you're filling your cart up, I never like to pay for shipping. So let me pay for your shipping. Hit that $85 mark. There's Karen wants some enamel dots. Thank you, Karen. I felt really sorry for my enamel dots on the table there. So it makes me feel better. We sold a couple of those now. See, people do like you. So I will see all of you. I think I'm here on Monday. I'm not for sure if I'm on the schedule or not for Monday. So I may see you. I may not. Not quite for sure. Otherwise, I will for sure be back here on Tuesday. So I will see you guys all then. Thank you so much. Have an amazing Crafty Blessed weekend, and we'll chat soon. Bye.